Hello, everybody. Oh, that's loud. Happy Thursday. Thursday, not Tuesday. Thursday. How y'all doing? I miss you guys when I don't see you throughout the week. My life's crazy over here as usual, but how are you guys doing? We're painting a cutie little piggy today. Hello, Acid and Grunge Mania and Muscle Hamster. Hey, you guys. It's just me, Taytayski, and Justin Bieber here with you today. I say good morning because I've been awake for like an hour. Just had a coffee. Daryl was so nice seeing you yesterday too. Both of you, you and Lisa. They treated me to lunch, you guys. Sweet angels. It was such a great visit. Grunge May is so excited for this little cutie. You guys know what's a funny story about this guy? He, this was one of my, like, first live stream paint nights that we've ever done before. Probably back in March. Maybe is that when it started? Maybe even earlier. Maybe it was last year. But anyway, someone requested a pig, and we did this cutie little guy. I do have to find the name of the artist that it's heavily inspired off of. I painted this. Like, this is what we did at the paint night. But I will find the name of the artists because they do great work. Like, super expressive paint strokey cuties like this. I gave it a little taste spin, of course. But, yeah, a lot of people were excited for the pig. Are you drawing me with popcorn? Hashtag Piggy. Yes, Justin. Sorry, guys, I should change it. Painting little Justin. And Dresden on the cutie train already, and I just said it 3 times by accident. Thanks for starting the day strong, you guys, for the cutie jar. I literally was starting to draw out the shapes that we need to do this pig on, and I looked up and it was like 10 seconds until the show starts, and I was like, I ain't ready. So, maybe I should do that quick. It's basically just 2 circles. Like, you guys got it, right? You guys got it. Let's just go here. He would be a circle. Cool, cool, cool. Ear. Ear. We've got a bean for an arm, a bean for an arm, and 2 little legs. Okay, sorry, guys. I looked down for a second, and you're all just spoiling me with props, you sweet angels. Appreciate you. Yeah, good to see Acid back in here. I haven't seen you for a while. Look at that. It was low budget, done live, but, you know, that's basically exactly what we see here, isn't it? And then a nose will go in there somewhere. Don't worry, we'll figure it out, okay? Just pumping my tires. Exactly. I feel like that should be a shirt, too. Pumping my tires. Don't worry, guys. On Monday, Kenzie's going to bring the shirts over. And I can show you guys the new Taytayski merch that's coming at you soon. They're so cute. I'm so pumped on them. We've got the design down, but now we got to get good, like, sweaters and clothes and stuff like that. That's the plan. You guys know, some of you know, I guess, my huge deadline. Like, my children's book is due on Monday, you guys. So I'm not going to be sleeping much for the next couple days. After this painting, I'm going straight to that. And then my big series of like 15 big paintings, the first half of that is due on Tuesday. So after that, I can actually promise you that we're going to come back with some cool shows. And I'll be on more than just neglecting you for these Thursdays. I mean, neglecting you other than these Thursdays. Am I right? Am I right? Nikki's here too. Hello. Are you painting or are you working today? Is that about... Look, I'm getting so bad at my job. Do I have to go over the rules again? Welcome to paint night. If you are new... Sorry, I just got heavily distracted by all those comments. If you are new, welcome. We have fun here. It's a very stress-free zone. You can't mess up a painting. We're modern-day Bob Ross in it over here. Barb Ross, as I would like to say. And there shouldn't be any stress. We're just having fun, okay? If you make a mistake, acrylic paint can literally cover over anything, so there's no such thing. Second step, which kind of goes off to that, is trusting the process. Your pig is like, look at this. Your pig's gonna look weird and like a bunch of random shapes and whatever halfway through, and you might be like, this looks nothing like Taylor's. I want nothing to do with it. I quit and give up. And that's just not how it goes around here, okay? You're gonna trust the process. You hold out to the end, and you'll have a cutie little pig at the end that you're gonna be proud of. What else? Ask questions. Tell me if I go too fast, if I talk too fast, if I paint too fast. Those are two very common things. And ask questions, because you will help people watching this YouTube video, hello YouTubers, later on, or help somebody watching right now that's too into painting they can't ask a question, or some people who aren't even Caffeine members so they can't even comment, even though you guys should for sure become a Caffeine member. It's free and it'll be fine. You can join in the conversation. It's so much fun. There's a bunch of other casters on Caffeine that'll tickle your fancy, a bunch of other departments. I think it's great to be a Caffeine member, and like Justin said, you will be notified every time I go live, because I might just be surprising you guys out of the blue, just hello show. Just kidding, that's probably not gonna happen. Yes, it is Justin Bieber. This is a full, it's all, like, there's lots of different Biebs. Look, he's eating down here. I think he's, like, crying on the back. Where are we at? Yeah, there's just, it's the best shirt of all time. Who else? Options for those of us that aren't painting. Yes, Acid, that's for sure. Talking about shows. I love how I just call you Acid. Shows moving forward are going to be more based around not, like, step-by-step. Because it's hard for people watching that aren't painting to join along too. So I'm going to do more like studio hangouts where we just hang and I paint so you guys don't have to worry about it. Or like where me and Kenzie are going to play games or something, because that was always fun. Stuff like that. So don't worry. I'll still have one paint night, but most of my shows are going to be more geared towards not like painting along. Art related, game related. But yeah. Oh, Canada, am I right? Right on time is right, random guy. Hello, hello, sharing my broadcast. You're the best. We're about ready to draw this little pig. Right? Everyone take a little breath. It's gonna be easy. Look how cute he is. Svengali sharing the broadcast. Thank you. I'm just gonna pop this little pigger here. You guys can't see him, but that's okay. You can see him down here. Oh, and we are going to start. I'm going to take out pink paint. It's either pink or red and white. Let's do red and white because more people will probably have that option. But if you are more comfortable starting with a pencil, feel free to grab a pencil. If you don't even have paint and you want to join along, you can draw it with a pencil. I'll show you how to draw the little piggy from start to finish. You don't have to paint it. Okay. But for those of you who want to start with paint, let's take out a little bit of red, which I'm running really low on, and a little bit of white or pink. That's up to you. If you don't want to use red and white, where is my white paint? Oh, here it is. But we are just going to start with doing these kind of rough outlines that we've got up there. That's probably way too much white. Remember, again, if you're new to the stream, I don't take out every single color you need at the start. I take it out as we go. Totally okay if you already took it out, but it helps save paint. So if the paint doesn't dry out or you take out too much, it's easier to take out little chunks and keep adding to it than take out way too much and then not be able to put it back. Just a saving tip. I don't follow my own tip all the time, but if you can get in the hang of that early, then that's the hundreds of dollars you'll save. Okay, ready everybody? We're gonna take a little skinny paintbrush. Let me remember how to paint again. And you are going to grab, you guys gotta see this. easel down here. Oh my gosh, come on, camera. Kate. You are going to grab your paintbrush and bring it into your water dish and scoop water onto your palette. Like, so there's just a pile of water right here. And you're going to take a little bit of white, put it in your little water pile, and a little bit of red to make a light pink. And it's very okay if it's super light right now. We're just laying down those initial shapes, and we want it to be light and easy to paint over top because we're just like messily laying stuff down. Oh, Nikki, I literally just got the notification that they are shipping to me today. Thank you for your order, by the way. So they are going to be at least within a week or so. Shanty Day. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello. Welcome to my studio. We're all about to start painting this little piggy, okay? And Ilham's here. Ilham, I literally just put an up drip in my children's book for you. Don't forget. Okay, so as my palette, I take these pieces of plastic off of I buy canvases that come wrapped in plastic, and I cut sheets of it off and use it as a palette on a piece of paper. So this is just like plastic. Okay, let's do it. Whew. We're going to acknowledge the whole space. It's okay if your canvas is a rectangle, if it's not a square, whatever. Just when you're about to lay down your initial paint stroke, just acknowledge the whole space and where you're going to put that pig. Because sometimes you don't use the whole space and you could paint a little piggy like too small and not take advantage of the whole thing. So, whew. Hello, Zax. You guys, thanks for the props. Okay, let's start by just drawing the circle of this cutie pig's head. We're taking up most of the canvas, and it's totally okay if we have to resize the thing. But let's, with this chocolate milky consistency down here of the paint that we just made, that light pink, let's mix. I just forgot the word I was trying to say. Let's draw the first circle that is going to be his little head right here. And look, like, see how messy it is? I can do a couple swirls around till I get the perfect circle. It doesn't matter. This is going underneath everything. Nothing's perfect. Okay, wait, what am I missing here? I'm missing some comments. Nikki, you got 7 masks. You sweet angel. What she's talking about is I partnered up with a company and we made some masks, some face masks with like Baby Yoda on them. And she's just supporting me like the sweet angel she is. You guys can find that link on my Instagram. Okay, okay, we've got a circle for that pig's head. And who are we kidding? The chubbier, the cuter we have in this whatever situation, right? Like, he's a chubby piggy. We want him to be chunky. So, we are going to go about halfway down our main circle that we do. Like, you can even make a little spot if that helps you visually. It's going to look cool. Thanks, Hunger Games. Also, hi. Okay, let's make that bottom part of this piggy, which will just be a bigger circle. Oops, that's a crappy circle I just made. Let's just... We want it to be wider. Oh my gosh, I'm just going out of left field here. What I'm doing is I'm just dipping a rag in water, and you can just kind of like erase the line that you made if you want. But let's get this circle going. Okay, there we go. Whoop. Tricks of the trade. Of course. If the paint is wet enough, you can just with this little wet rag, just erase it off. If you're on canvas, I wouldn't suggest to do that if you're using paper, but if you're using canvas, go for it. It's very tough. You can work it away. Now, should you dry it afterwards? Yeah, you can let it dry a little before you paint on there, for sure. This camera's just driving me loco today, guys. Sorry. There we go. But yeah, see, like, since I didn't fully let it dry, you can see that it's, like, bleeding a little bit out, which isn't a problem, again, because this is just going to be the base painting. We're covering over it anyway. But wet on wet, painting wet paint on wet paint is a very different effect than painting on a dry canvas or dry paint. So we've got, like, a weird little, like, snowman, or, like, what's that Star Wars little guy, like, C-3PO? No. B something. I always just... BB-8! Yeah, thanks, guys. I was like, I know there's letters and numbers in there. Sorry, I'm just so not up with pop culture. Okay. We've got our little BB-8. Now let's make him into a pig. Depending on your canvas, this next step will be completely up to you. I made this little piggy's ear go right off the canvas. So you're going to start, look at the top of his head. Remember, always acknowledge the picture. Oops, where's my finger? The picture that we're looking at. See how it's about this far? This is about as much forehead as he has. So we're going to come over here and draw where the next ear goes, and it's just going to go right off the canvas. Whoop. Again, if your canvas is different, you might need to point it at the top, but that is completely up to you. It's a little something wrong. Justin is always my one to avoid copyright. He comes up with the funniest little names. What did you name Baby Yoda the other day? Let's draw the other ear. Oh, you meant cutie and I didn't. And now I said it. I ruined it. Now from the bottom here, let's add another ear. We're gonna bubble up and come boop, up to the top. We're basically making like a leaf looking, well, we're basically making an ear. I don't know why I have to call it a leaf. It's an ear. You guys just filling up the jar. Thank you. And on this side, it's kind of cute to make his ear a little more to the side. We're still acknowledging how big his forehead is. But now this ear's going to go a little bit more to the left. And you're going to bubble up and come over. Weep. Again, sound effect necessary. That drip isn't supposed to be there either. Tiny green adolescent sweater alien from Space Battles. Yeah, that's the best. That's how you avoid Baby Yoda. Copyright. Still need that lamp? Dresden, I'm not even going to answer it. That question. Because you guys just spoil me too much. Okay, so that ear's going off to the side, and then we're going to come around the same person. I mean, not the same person. Wow, I'm just reading conversations. You can use your paintbrush to see the same line as where the bottom of this ear should go, where that ear is. And you're going to bubble down and bring him right up to the point. Boop. Look at that cute little crooked ear. Is anybody here was around when we did this Piggy for Paint Night on live streaming? It's when I had like 30 followers and we were such a small little group. Okay. Now we have to acknowledge where the bottom line is going to be. This piggy's kind of hanging over. I imagined like a fence, like he's just like, what's up? To the little farmer on the other side or something. I don't know. So we're going to put a horizon line or whatever you want to call it, top of the fence line. I don't know. Right about here. You see how his chubby little chin is going to hang over it? Just so cute. Again, up to you. If you want to use a ruler, totally up to you. If you just want to eyeball it, totally up to you. That's what I go for. For some people, like maybe you can use, if you go like this with a wet paintbrush, you can put the paintbrush on the side. Oops. That was my finger. And then same on this side with a wet paintbrush and just go boop. So now you have a line on both sides that you can just go boop. It's okay if it's crooked. It's okay if it's wobbly. Maybe the pig made the fence himself. It's so funny. This is the same playlist we've been listening to like every single paint. Sorry, guys. Now I just know them by heart. Again, sound effects are always required, Justin. Correct. Now let's put some little chubby arms on this cutie. And we're just going for beans. I always call the arms are usually beans. So we're going to come a little bit over top of the fence line that we did. And let's just draw a little bean. Totally up to you if it helps you fill the whole circle. Like for some people to draw it, maybe it'll help you do the whole thing. But for some people, if you want to avoid drawing an extra line, you don't have to. Right? You can just come up to that point and not fill the whole circle. Does that make sense? Wow, I drew them not even at all, though. Get that in there. Gonna have to spread these out. You guys... I don't say it so that you guys give them to me. I swear. It's just my vocabulary. And you don't have to erase those lines like I do. That's just so that you guys can see better, okay? Because remember, we're painting over top all these lines, so it really doesn't matter if they're messy or in the wrong spot or yada, yada, yada. Know what I'm saying? I think this one's going to be a lot chubbier than the one I painted originally. Okay. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Acid, Tristan, but you're getting them, so... Respect. Respect. You guys are just the sweetest angels. Okay, you guys ready for another bean, or what? I'm still using that, like, chocolate milky consistency. You might still be using a pencil. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. So, the thing about this next bean is to help us perspectively later on. If you think about how an arm would be folded over, like, see how this line right here, if we're picturing that this was the first bean and this arm is the second bean, the front bean overlaps the back one, right? So, we are going to draw this bean, bean science, exactly, over top of the back bean, but flush with the side, so we've kind of made like an elbow there. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's redundant or not, but so now that we've drawn that line over top with that second bean, when we erase the bottom one, it just shows that it makes it already look like your eye's already tricked into thinking that that arm is folded in top of the other side. What is bean science? So that's, we just made it up right now. It's not really bean science. It's just that I use dumb words to explain different shapes or different ways of drawing. And I just said bean like 13 times, so it just made sense to turn it into a science. But how's that? Are we seeing our little piggy come together? I think so. Looks like a piggy to me. So, next step, we are still using that chocolate milky paint, or we're using a paintbrush. Of course we're using a paintbrush. Or we're using a pencil, if that's what you're doing at home. I don't know. But we are going to come up to draw the little nose on this little guy, okay? So conveniently, we put a line right through the middle of our first circle. And it's kind of made the perfect spot for where this nose actually belongs. So for some of you, it might help to put a line so that you know where the middle is. For some of you, you don't need to do that. Don't worry about it if you don't. But we are going to come a little bit over top that line to make the point of his nose. And you're going to come and bring it all the way down to the bottom. For some of you, maybe the lines aren't matching out as nicely as you want them to. Always proportionally keep looking at the picture that you're looking at and what you're painting and see like, oh, did I put this, when I put this nose down, is it the same amount of distance away from the chin in the picture as I did in my painting? Or like on the side, sometimes that helps too. You're like, oh, is the nose the same far away? Or the same distance away as in the picture I'm looking at? That kind of helps you place stuff. It is a big nose. I'm into it. Nothing wrong with a big nose. So again, I'm just reinforcing the shape of where I want that to go. I'm drawing this at quite the angle, so we'll see what he looks like straight. In art school, you learn, like, because everybody has a dominant eye. Like, I don't know if you've ever, like, shot a bow or shot a gun or whatever. I guess there's lots of other reasons why you would use your strong eye. But when you close your eye to see better, whatever eye you keep open is your strong eye. So when you draw, your strong eye is kind of taking over the depth part, if that makes sense, in just dumbed down Taylor version. So when we are taught how to draw in school, you draw naturally, but then you flip it over and you can see that one side is always going to be a little bit flawed. It's not going to be the perfect size. So you flip it over and then you draw it again on the other side. So then your dominant eye has been drawing on both sides and they work together to make the perfect perspective drawing, or whatever the right word is. Do I do that all the time? No. Are you supposed to? It helps. But especially when I'm drawing at an angle and I'm cross-eyed already, so my depth perception's even more off. Eye science, yeah, you guys learn something new every day. Am I also Bill Nye the Science Guy? I don't know. Yes, looking at the canvas through a mirror, 100%, that helps too. Welcome to Science with Taylor. Okay, realistically, you guys, our pig is ready to start being painted. At this stage, I'll just say to YouTubers in the future, and to you right now who are watching, you have the option of painting the background right now if you want. Some people don't like this, so if you look at my painting here, I paint the backgrounds last, and I paint like a messy line close or up to all of the shapes that we've already done. And I just personally, I like that look of the like chunky, messy, like whatever. But some people might not like that, and that's totally fine. So it would help if you paint your background blue right now, and then when you bring these little hair lines up, it'll kind of fill in those spaces and you don't have to do that job of painting around the edges. So completely up to you if you want to paint the background now. Hey. Good. But we're gonna go ahead and paint it last because that's how I do it. I just, when it comes to YouTubers, I always feel bad when I like lead people astray. I don't tell them a heads up. Happy Thursday to everyone, and to you, Tender Bear, and thank you, Shantae. Because right now we are just gonna start painting that piggy, okay? And the only difference between the only other paint that we want to add to our palette right now is brown. We still have red and white or pink, and now we want brown. It's funny, you guys, I've been like working on my children's book for the last couple days. So I haven't like painted, I've been digitally painting, so I have to like remember how to paint again. We are also going to get a bigger paintbrush. It can be like kind of pointed like this one. It can be like, some people like square. It can be squared off if you want. Do you guys see all the tape and terribleness? Like, my paintbrushes are trash. Or what else do we got in here? This one's like even more pointed than the one we have. Really, whatever. Just bigger than what we were using before. And we are going to... For the paintbrush fun. Okay, they're trash, but I don't need new paintbrushes. They're my favorite type of trash. A fresh paintbrush, sometimes I have to like treat it like crap for a while till it does what I want. Because it has to get like dry and crunchy, you know. Okay. Let's make some paint colors. Let's grab a slob of pink and a slob of white. Probably more white than pink. Give me the cookie. Nice. Oh, thanks. Okay, and we work dark to light around this place. Around these parts. So, we do want... I don't want it to be too light. But the reason I bring the brown out is because it's, again, very optional. Completely up to you. If you want just a perfect pink little piggy, don't add any brown into any of these colors that we're about to mix. But I added brown into him a little bit, so it wasn't just like bright pink, like, I don't know, like the bottom down there. It's just like he has a little more like natural coloring in him. And that's just by adding literally a touch of brown into our pink concoctions that we're mixing up. But again, totally up to you if you want to do that. You don't gotta. Especially you, Stacy, you hate brown, so maybe you shouldn't. But I'm just adding a tiny touch of brown into this pink concoction. Again, the color never really translates well on my camera for some reason. Like, yeah, that doesn't... It just looks like my skin exactly to you guys. But we're going for it, Chloe. Not gonna risk it. See, yeah, that's fair. You know your comfort level and you stick to it, okay? Okay. So now, the fun part. We're just gonna start slobbing some paint around. We don't have, it's not the chocolate milky consistency, okay? It's like a nice thick paint. We have a little bit of water on our paintbrush so that it does pull across our canvas a little bit more. But we don't want it to be that chocolate milky consistency. We want thick paint. That's true. All the parts are fun. That's true. And we are just going to start slobbing on our pink, our brownie pink color. And I'm just going to be very conscious of my brush strokes, like I say every time. I always like to paint in the direction that the body part that I'm painting would kind of go, right? I don't kind of go left, right, all around. I'm kind of like following the shape of the circle. Oh, Ted, what? Share my broadcast? Thank you so much. And no tears tonight, just happy little mistakes. And that's how you do it. Am I right, Stace? And Tenderberry is right. All the parts are the fun part. So I am just painting on this pink color. Remember, it's pink with a touch of brown if you want, or it can be just straight up pink. Who cares? Totally up to you. And if as you're painting, like I'm noticing right now, and it's not dark enough, which is my fault. If you are not using brown, I would add a little bit more pink to make it a little bit darker. If you are using brown, add a little more brown. And we're going to go right into the wet paint that we've already done at the bottom, and we're going to do a couple more swipes, but with this darker color, which isn't showing up on the camera, but that's okay. But we are still going in conscious brush strokes, left to right and such. Just because it's not showing up on my camera, I'm just going to do it super dark and see, yeah, that shows up for you guys, so. But you see that kind of gradual color change? You can be chunky with your brush strokes or you can be smooth. Everybody paints different. But we want the bottom of his chin to be dark. We want under this nose to be dark. And again, if you're using pink, that just means adding more red to your pink to make that dark color. If you are using brown like me, that's just adding more touches of brown into your pink. Hello, Joe. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. And again, our paint's thick, you guys. It's not chocolate milky. But sometimes it helps to paint wet on wet. It just blends in nicely together. Like I said, this was kind of my error. I didn't mix our colors dark enough at the start, but it doesn't hurt. We'll look at it close up. See how the paint strokes are kind of messy still. And we're still going around just filling out this little pig. Still using the same-ish colors. Let's come up here. If your paint isn't pulling well on your canvas, I would add just a little more water. Alright, so we're still going around, just coloring in all the parts. Oink, oink, mofos! Mustard taggers in the building! Hey, girl, hey. Remember when I was talking before about people who were here when we painted this originally? Kenzie was one of them. She painted hers with... what you call it? With sunglasses, I think. She, like, made him a comp or something. Kenzie, send me a DM of your pig. If you still have him kicking around, and I'll share it with the class. Because I sucked at eyeballs and also ACAP. She kills me. I changed the eyes, guys. Don't worry. I changed the eyes this time to make it a little bit easier for us. No stress there. So it's almost better when we redo paint nights, because then I see like what I taught bad or what was hard, and I can make it a little bit easier moving forward. Okay, and as we are coloring these in, we're still going to say the same process moving on down, but we get to do a fun part and give him his little tufts of hair, okay? So like if this paintbrush is too big, if you want to use a smaller one, totally up to you. But we are literally just going to go out the top of his head. Oh, that was a really long one, but I'm just going to go for it. I don't care. They're so hilarious to me. Just like the Baby Yoda, I always laughed at his little tufts of hair. But we're just bringing the pink out. Here under his ear a little bit. So we made him from a smooth pig to a little fluffy piggy just by pulling these little hairs over the edge. And be really light on your brush, you guys. Don't push super hard when you make these fluffs. You're just like, look, pinky out, just like... That's the sound effect is the only way I know how to explain it. Just... Well, you're just going to lightly fluff out that pink to make him the most adorable thing you ever did see. Yes, tiny green adolescent sweater alien from Space Battles. Exactly, sorry. I don't know, it just rolls off the tongue so nicely. Alright, how's that? You can't find your pig? I'm sure if we search high enough in our DMs, I'll find it. When I have a pause, I'll do that. Okay, and we're still bringing that same pink, you guys, down into his little arms. Okay. And then on the right-hand side, oh gosh, I don't know what I just did that for. How about let's just fix that up there. Just swearing. Guys, I tried to be, I'm not plus 17 today. So I'm trying to keep it no swears. What's your favorite painting that you ever did? Ooh, that's a question I get asked a lot, and it's very, I'm not gonna lie to you, very hard for me to answer. It changes every day. Because I have favorites for different reasons, because I'm an emotional gal, so when I, like, think of, like, the journey I went through painting one, I'm like, oh, that was my favorite. Or if there's one that I just, like, love when I look at it, I'm like, that's my favorite. But to give an answer, I would say probably still that, like, Last Supper painting that I painted. So it was, like, a 9-foot by 4-foot painting, and it was, like, the Last Supper, but of all horror characters. So, like, It, and Freddy versus Jason, and Candyman, and Leatherface, and all those type of people. Michael Myers? Mike Myers? What's his name? Michael. And it was black and white, and it was just, like, hard. Michael. I knew Kenzie would know that. And it was just hard, but also amazing and challenging and fun and cool. So I'd say that one, probably. You can find it on my IGTV in my Instagram, which will come up at some point down there. Okay, sorry, I neglected you guys, painters. Sorry, let's just keep painting this little arm. And the thing about this arm that's a little different than the other arm is we are going to imagine the sun is on the left-hand side. So we're going to go back in with brown if you're using brown, or red if you're using red to darken your colors. And we're just going to add some of that darker pink, which you guys can't see, so I'll make it even darker, on the right-hand side of this piggy's right-hand arm. So I totally do have a YouTube channel, which I'm working on making a little bit different, but right now it's literally these recordings. So you will see this recording on my YouTube channel tonight, and there's about like almost 40 other paint nights on there that you can follow along to if you like. But I'm working on some other ones, like some other types of videos, like going through my old sketchbooks, like my old sketchbooks was from a kid. I thought I'd make a YouTube video out of that, probably like a studio tour or something. Oh, the pig! Hello, Real Caution! Kenzie, who is the smartest pig in the world? Hey, that's a good question. I'm not sure. Babe? Probably. If you ask me, it'd be Babe the pig. Ein swine. Good one, Kenzie. You're hilarious. What was I just gonna say? Where am I at now? Now I'm just so distracted by the Einstein. I'm so frazzled. Okay, where are we at, folks? We are at... You're bad at pig jokes? Hey, how many people are good at pig jokes? I think that's the real question. Okay, let's get our pinks going. So now we are going to, again, sorry, I forgot down here. You can just make these go fully off the canvas if you want. I'll teach you guys how to make those into little hoofs if somebody needs that later on. But at this point, I think that's almost ready. Now we're going to go back and make a little bit of a lighter pink, okay? And if you're using pink right out of the tube, add some white to that. Same if you're using pink and red, just add more white. Doesn't have to be loads lighter, just a little bit lighter. And always acknowledge that wet paint on your palette is going to dry darker on your canvas. Okay? It needs to be a little bit lighter. Okay. I'm still using a big paintbrush. I'm still using like a good... not consistency. A good, why can't I speak? A good mixture between paint and water. Not more than one. Nice 50-50. So, how many subscribers do I have on my YouTube channel? No, I think like 380 or something. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Okay, we've got this lighter pink on our brushes. And I'll read, what do you get if you cross a pig with a dinosaur? Let's think on that while we paint this snout. I don't know. We're going to paint this little snout. So we're going to go in this empty spot that we've already filled out. But one thing that we're going to do different is we're just going to come a little bit over top the darker spot that we made. And then in the middle, we're going to come up. And come back down. See what I did there? Just kind of made the bottom of his snout that cute little pig nose. And come back up and fill it in. Again, remember, it's not too much lighter than the rest of his body. What do you get when you cross a pig with a dinosaur? Jurassic Park. That's good. That's a good one, Kenzie. Oh, you kill me. Okay, so, do you guys see here? What I did at the bottom there, we basically did an upside down heart. And remember, if you like messed up that shape, we can, when we go back in there with darker colors, we can easily make it bigger, change the shape, tweak it. There's no mistakes. Remember? So, you're putting makeup on while you watch this. Awesome. See, we like having lots of people we call the peanut gallery here. People who aren't painting but are hanging out and keeping the conversation going so I don't get awkward up here. Because that happens. Okay, so we're just going to add another little touch of white to the same pink that we were using in that snout. Just a touch of white, not too much more. And we are just going to lightly, so it shouldn't be too much lighter than the bottom color that we already used on our pig, right? We're going to add a little more water to our brush. We're not doing that chocolate milk consistency. We're still using pretty thick paint. But we are going to come from the nose and just start making a couple little swipes of this lighter. You're not even going to be able to see it. Of this lighter pink. You can almost remember where the circle that we originally drew, right? The bottom circle. And we're just going to kind of swipe some light highlight right under where his little eyeball is going to go. And if you want, you can do a couple little light swipies. If you want it to be like a messy look like the ones that I do, we can do a couple little swipes of this lighter color of pink. But if not, just do a couple. If you don't want, just do a couple little lighter pink swipes right under like where his little cheeks, smiley cheeks are going to go. What do you call a pig with the upside down heart? You tell me. Same on this side. We're just going to do a couple little swipes. Remember, we're not going to... I'm not like fully dark coloring this in. We're just doing little swipes so that we can still see the underneath color and that we can see the... you can see the colors underneath. That's how we gain depth and texture throughout the painting, okay? But you see, very subtle. It's just very subtle, lighter pinks. See how I brought them through there and there? Ashlyn, little girl must have known you had a plan because she's wide awake. You know what's funny? You are not the first mom to say that. It sounds like a lot of the times when moms plan to do paint nights, their babies just don't want it to happen. That's okay. You're still here hanging out with us. The baby just wants to join. That's cool. So we still have this light pink that we're doing little light swipies throughout. And we're going to add just a couple more. Remember we said the sun was going to be on the left-hand side. So let's just go on his arm down here and do a couple little rough swipies. If you want it to be smooth, you would just smoothly blend it on. But I'm all about the rough brush strokes, you know? So we're just kind of lightly swiping them on there. This is very good. Thank you. You can try too at home if you want. And with this same lighter, we're going to just do the same thing with those hairs. So you might need to bring back the same brush if you changed brushes to do the hair swipies. But let's just add a couple. It's going to feel redundant because we're going to do these steps a lot with just like lighter colors and lighter colors. But in the end, it really does add a lot of pizzazz, I don't know, to the painting. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Same on here. Just do one little white swipey that we're going to go across. See how subtle it is? You can hardly see it on the screen. And on this side, you can swipe a light line across. A little je ne sais quoi. Yeah, exactly, Justin. Okay. Oh my gosh. My neighbor just dropped something heavy. I just got scared. Okay. And then again with this subtly light pink. It's not super, super light. Just a touch lighter. We are just going to make a couple little, might feel weird, but decide where those eyes are gonna go, and we're just gonna make some basically paint some eyebrows on the guy. But again, acknowledge where the top of the nose is. They're a little bit above the nose, because his eyes are gonna be below the nose. You fell on your knee and got lipstick all over your face. Oh my gosh. Wilding out over there. Maybe you can make an art piece with it. Okay. Now, I don't know, Stacy, if you're comfortable using brown for the wood, the little fence at the bottom, but that's what we're doing right now. You don't have to use brown if you don't want. You can take out some black. We all should take out black, by the way, actually. Everyone take out a tiny touch of black. It's not loads. Again, black goes a long way, so you don't need to take out too much. Just a little touch of it. We have good quality burnt sienna now. There we go. Perfect. Ow, I literally just punched myself with my paintbrush. Okay. We are going to start by painting that wood at the bottom. I'm still using the same brush. You can use a different one if you want, but it helps. I just can't. It helps it to be a little bit bigger. And I'm going to take that just straight brown that we were using before, and I'm going to add the tiniest touch of black to it, and I mean the tiniest because it will take over the whole thing. Black is a powerful color. And let's take out our brown with a little bit of black. And again, conscious of your brush strokes. If you want to go straight up and down to like draw a fence, go for it. We can do that instead. And come up to but not touching your little piggy. If you want to do up and down lines, you can go just left to right lines. I would just avoid going up and down and right to left. I think it was nice. It keeps it nice visually when you choose a direction to go. If you need a smaller brush to get in those nooks and crannies, feel free to go for it. But we are just painting this little fence under this little piggy. You love my drawings. Thank you. Sorry, I just got a message and got distracted. Okay. Phone died, but you're back. Okay, sorry, wait, oh, what was I saying? To loving my drawings. Thank you for loving my drawings. If you want to see everything that I do, it's on my Instagram, which is the same as my caffeine, the same as my YouTube. You can go on down to Taytayski across the board, and you can see everything I've done in the last few years. I paint a lot of weird things. And also, welcome back, Ashlyn. So at the moment, the only consistent time I do live is right now, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. So right now it is 8:56 Mountain Time, so wherever you're at is an hour ago I started, or 56 minutes ago I started. But like I said, in September my schedule will be changing. Yeah, there we go. Justin got it down in the comments there. 7 PT and 10. Okay, so you are, yeah, there we go. You are at least ET equivalent. Or you are ET. Just adding that little fence in there. And the reason I got to do this step now is because we're going to be pulling that black brown throughout the rest of our piggy. It's not going to be pure black, it's going to be the black brown for now. And only some spots we will use pure black on. Piggy's taking shape! Exactly! Just let me read this message I got quick while you guys finish that. Just want to make sure that it's... Okay, I'll figure that out after. Okay. Wonder how big the ears are? They're so big they go on forever. Take over the world big. And remember, like, if you want to, like, make it a fence, like, maybe you want to bring some little lines up at the top. I don't know. But, like, that going off the canvas thing is, in art, like in design school, you learn how to take advantage of that. Sometimes you don't want something to go off the page because then your eye doesn't know where it ends and it'll literally just look so weird, like it'll go on forever. Which may be kind of what we're doing in this situation. But sometimes you don't want to bring something too close to the edge because then your eye will feel uncomfortable, like the thing's squished in there. There's always different little tips and tricks that you can use to make someone feel a certain way when they look at your painting. Okay, dokie, let's go in and start getting some detail in this little piggy. So we are going to start, again, whatever size brush you're comfortable with. I'm going to use this because it has a point at the end. And we're just going to start laying down some darker shapes. We've got this brown black we're working with, right? We've got a little bit of water on our paintbrush, but it's more paint than water. We're going to go right over underneath that light line that we made. And we're going to fill in that bottom spot. And it's, again, really roughly. Like, you want to see the pink underneath it. I don't know why I'm running out of brown already. But again, you want to see the pink underneath. You don't want to cover up all of our work. You want to see that. Right, let's pull that along. You wish you were in Las Vegas, don't we all? Don't we all? Same over here, okay? We're going to go underneath that line and same brown as fence. I think maybe there's a little bit of water in it that's looking a little bit different. My brown's drying crappily, so it is supposed to be the same brown as fence. No worries. Good night, Ada. But again, remember brush strokey. You don't want it to be solid in there. We just want it to be roughly filling up that night days as Adam. I'm still using that same brown, but yeah, see how I'm using a little bit more water on my brush, so as the water goes away, it starts to be translucent. Alright, Tender Bear, see you later. Thanks for stopping by as usual. Love to see ya. See, we got those green ears in there. Where did green just come from? Brown ears in there. Maybe we'll use a little bit of a smaller brush. We'll see, a little roughly painted on there. If you want a little bit of texture in there, you can go in between with your same brush, wet paint. Maybe there's some brown on it, and now go with just a touch of black. And then let's just add at the end here a couple black swipes in your brown. Same on this side, we can do a couple black streaks in there just in the tip. Makes the ears look a little bit deeper. On your next live, do a zombie pig. That would be really cool. We could do something zombie related. Now she's asleep. Oh well, add it to the list. Babies never let mom do what they want, hey? Did you do any paint ice this weekend? Mixing paint gives me color rendering class PTSD. Yeah, same. I usually prefer straight out the tube, I won't lie to you. Because color theory class is tough. It was a tough part of art school for me. You followed me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, we still got this black brown on our brushes. I'm going to go in with a little bit of a smaller paintbrush now. And we're going to start putting in some features in here. Okay? So we're going to come to the top of this nostril. And you're just going to paint a teardrop. If a teardrop's hard, you can paint a circle here. So I'll show one side a teardrop, okay? Or on this side, we can do, if the teardrop's a hard concept, you can do a circle, right? And then come bring a line over top of the circle, almost makes it look like a backward 6. And match them up together, right? So if you want to just do a teardrop or a backward 6, either way, you're going to bring that line up the top and color it in. Right? Still using this black brown. And we're going to pop some little cutie eyes in there. Okay? Same thing, we're going to remember where we put these little lighter streaks. Like, you can almost see, like, we left a spot to make an eyeball in there, right? So let's make a circle in there. Underneath that little eyebrow, you can color it in. And same on the other side, let's just make a little circle. Right? Oh, the baby just wanted to be held. Can't paint with a baby in your hands. Not sure how many times we missed it, so here's 10. Tristan. You're so kind. I'm sure there was probably about 10 in there. Oh my gosh. Okay, and that is about it. Actually, here, I guess, still with this black brown. Remember what I told you at the bottom, if you want to fix the shape a little bit? This is the time where you can bring a black line and tweak out the shape that you want at the bottom there. Up to you, though. If you liked your shape from the beginning, that is just fine. Now to show you just how you do his little mouth in the brown. And then we just have not too many steps. It actually comes together in the last few steps here. So, we've got where the heart is under his nose. His mouth is literally, it comes out the left-hand side. And we're just going to bring a line that curves down a little bit. Right? You see that? Oh wow, I don't know why I'm holding it at such an angle. A line that comes down from his little nose. And just bring that line down. And now he has a little funny lip and he's just like... Okay. And from here on out now, we are using pure black with a little skinny brush or a Sharpie if you want, okay? I'll never tell anyone if you decide to go on with a I dropped it. If you've got a Sharpie at home. Some people are not comfortable with making outline with a paintbrush. Your hand isn't ready for it. It takes lots of practice. That's totally okay. So for some people, using a Sharpie or a paint marker, like one of these Molotow paint markers. Oh, hello, Shanti Day's friend. Molotow paint markers are a great choice if you want to paint a lot at home and make some nice fine lines. I would suggest to get some of those. But I will show you how to do it with a paintbrush. And first I'll show you on my little handy dandy pressure test here. We're going to use a little paintbrush like we were using before. Truthfully, if the paintbrush is longer, like if there's more brush than like... in my opinion at least. See how this one has lots of bristle and this bottom one down here has not as much? I truthfully think that these longer ones, even though it's a little bit thicker, it is way easier to make a thin line with longer bristle than a short bristle. So the test that I do on here all the time is just to show you how to control your paintbrush. If you see the tip of my paintbrush down here, when I just touch very lightly and just the tip of the brush is on the canvas, when I pull it across, it's a nice little thin line. It's awkward for me to paint this way. But if I put the whole paintbrush down, like you see flat, every bristle is touching the canvas. When I pull this across, oh gosh, I went in with the other line. See how thick that line is at the bottom? I've done it all these other times better, but... So both of these lines, thin to thick, are made by the same paintbrush, and that's all just pressure point on your brush. So if you want to get better with a paintbrush, it is all about getting used to pressure, okay? But we're going to start going around with a black paintbrush or Sharpie. And we're going to start on his little eyeball. And under the eyeball, we're just going to do a black line that comes out and down. Just like a little cartoon cutie little fold line. Ooh, right? Same on this side, underneath the eye. Let's just come out and down. Hola, hola, hola. And then on top of his eye, we're just going to come out of it. Look at that, already so cute with just this little line that just comes off the eyeball. Do you see how that changed it drastically already? I'll bring that top line to match the bottom line that we drew and draw a little black circle right inside of that black brown. So remember it was black brown at the start. So you see close up. Don't worry, that little white speck of highlight is going to make or break the whole piggy. No, or not break, make the piggy. And now we're just going around making some outlines on our shapes, right? So we're just lightly with this paintbrush going around the shapes that we originally drew. Can I speak Spanish a little? Unfortunately, no. I can say like dumb word. Not dumb. I can be like dos cerveza, por favor. But that's about as far as my Spanish goes. I'm French, so I can speak French, which has similar words. Yes, adios. There's another one. I don't know if I pronounced that properly. Okay, we've got that outline of the nose. And now we're going to come up here and we can start the outline of his ear. Whoop. And same at the bottom. Remember, with a black outline, you can really change stuff up and decide, like look, I totally broke the border or the outline there, but I think that looks good. So it's okay. So I shaped the ear a little bit differently with my black outline because I thought, why not? And on the sides, we're going to do a couple little swipies of the black too, like the hair. Right? The line doesn't even have to be solid on the outsides. And up here too, we've got little tufts of hair. In the ear, we've got little tufts of hair. Let's make some little tufts at the top. And they're just random. We're also going to go over top of those with white too. Because right now he looks very flat on your guys' screen, but he's cute, I swear. Remember, if you're more comfortable, use a Sharpie. I won't tell anybody. Gorgeous painting. Nice pink piggy. Thank you. I can't wait to see the other few that are painting along with us at home. Thanks, DJT. DJT. Yeah. There's a tongue twister for me for a second. And Gamers is painting a penis. Well, look at that. I won't show that with the class, okay? You can paint whatever you want. But I won't share it. Okay, where are we going here? We've got little Fluffy on the side. The black outline is going to come on the inside of his arm. Are we going to do a Halloween fall theme painting? For sure. For sure we can do that. Last Halloween is like when I started doing paint nights almost, so it'll be like a year of me doing paint nights every week, which is pretty crazy to think about. Okay. And let's see, remember this line on top to make him look like his arms fold in front. We want that black line to go on top. But now see how all of the outlines that we had before are gone. They just helped us build the piggy from the bottom up. Let me see there. Yeah. Wait, is it fall where I am? Yeah, basically. It's summer is basically over. It's like, oh, it's 19 degrees for us here, actually, which is, for it to be 19 and dark outside is surprising. What pulls me into painting? I've just, to be honest, it's my full-time job now, but I've just always been a painter, a drawer, a doodler. 19 degrees for us. 19. Yeah, that's Canada for you. See, and that's like warm. Most of our summer is like 25 is our like warm days and we're like so excited. This is the instrumental to the intro? I didn't know that. Okay. So has the piggy like kind of come to life a little bit? Yeah, 30, like it's very rare for us to have like 30 days. That's like very warm for us. The peanut gallery, yeah, look at all the peanut gallery. We love y'alls. Hot for you is like 98. Oh yeah, right, we're different. Fahrenheit and Celsius. Right. What would 98 be for us? Someone do that math for me while we get to the next step. So, just because 19 degrees Celsius is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's 66 for us right now. All y'all Americans. Yeah. Not as terrible, right? Not too bad. Okay. We're back to the piggy. So we're still gonna use a thinner paintbrush. Like this. Stacy's loving her piggy. I can't wait to see him. Okay, so for some reason it's not translating very well onto your, like he looks very worn out to you guys. We're gonna add some white, but if in real life yours is looking very worn out to you as well, I'll do another step later on here to help us out a bit. Okay, so we're gonna go just into pure white, alright? There's rhymes. Can I paint a dimple on the piggy? Hey, yeah, we'll make that happen for sure. I'll paint a dimple on there. And Shanti Days, it's your first time on the app and you found yourself in Taytayski studio. Everyone, welcome Shanti Day. Welcome to Caffeine. That's exciting. Okay, we've got pure white on our paintbrush. It's a little paintbrush. There's not loads of water on it. It's more paint than water. OG Gamer, like, no. Okay, and we're gonna start by doing just one little white spot right in that eyeball, and look at how the cuteness, like, why is that so cute? Why did just this little white spot make him so darn cute? Why, you guys, tell me. And this is when things start just getting a little random and a little crazy with how I paint, right? Like, I just like slobbing paint on and like making texture and making things happen. So, take everything with a grain of salt. If you are a smooth, soft painter, you would do it a little differently, and that's okay. But we're going to start by putting a nice white slob of paint right on top of that nose. And we're going to come into the bottom of our teardrop, and we are just going to outline the bottom with white, okay? It's kind of showing just a little reflect line. See how you can still see the brown underneath it? We're just like playing keep away with the bottom. Let's do it on this side too. Oops. This is full acrylic. All acrylic. Okay. And we can do some rough lines at the bottom. It's got a little bit of a highlight at the bottom. And up here, we can do a couple swipes in his eyebrows of light. Remember, we already put a little bit of light in there, so now that we put the white in, there's like a nice little gradual value change. Do you see that here? Oh my, oh no. That's alright. And let's, same on this side. Give him some little eyebrows, even underneath. Kind of almost where we put all those light pink swipes, you can go in with one pure white swipe or two. Again, just to add some value to him, some depth to him, some texture. The same words over and over again. So I do have a TikTok. I haven't updated it in a while, but my TikTok's the same. Taytayski all around, you guys. Most of these social platforms you will find me as Taytayski, except for Twitter. No Twitter. Someone else is Taytayski on there. And remember, the sun is on the left-hand side, so on the left-hand side of this arm, like, are we going to do some little swipes of pure white? Yeah, we are! Just a couple lines down this side, because the sun is on the left-hand side, right? And what did we say about up here? We're just going to put some pure white swipes over top of all those lines we made, so let's just do it again. You hate coronavirus? I think everybody hates coronavirus. That's fair. Alright guys, we're still just pure white swiping in all the spots we did before. The body of the pig looks like a rotisserie chicken. It totally does. It totally does. Oh, that's funny. Right, we've got the white, we've got white there, we've got white in the middle. You can do a couple swipes on the left. Remember, still the sun's on the left-hand side, so it wouldn't hurt to do some on the left-hand side of that arm. That was a lot. I just wiped that off. Okay, and then to make his cutie ears, we did stick to the dark to light. So we put the super dark in there, and now with white on our brush, we are going to come across the ear line and do some big swipes of these nice big white hairs. Remember play with pressure. Ali, how can I make his hoof? Okay, cool. I'll get the hoof in right after this. It's basically just a little... Cool. I'll get the hoof in. Don't worry. I did promise you guys I'd teach you that. Okay, let's get these big white swipes of hair in there. See that cutie coming together? Okay, so I am just going to... Don't worry, I'm not forgetting about showing the hoof. I'm just going to teach a couple things at once, like how I was bringing up, if your pig looks as flat as mine does, I'll just show you the difference by bringing in a couple other colors, and with those colors we will draw the hoof in there. But again, just another trick of the trade that I like to teach every single time. Like, for example, see, like, okay, I drew this black line here because I decided to make his ear a little bit thinner. But now we have the pink that we drew originally before. I just have pure white on my paintbrush, and we're literally just going to white it out. Like, let's just go up to the line and paint away that extra color. And now his ear is skinnier. Do you see that? You can use that technique with literally anything. If you're like, oh no, I painted out the lines and I don't like it, go in with some pure white and just white out like whiteout you would use to white out pen or whatever. You can use that to clean up some lines if you want, okay? Holy piggy, is he a cutie? I agree. Okay, so what I was saying about him looking a little flat. So the difference, or what we can do to maybe help that a little bit, is I'm just going to get a bigger brush. Again, this is just up to you. Not everybody has to do this. But with this color after, then we will make a little hoof in there, okay? But I'm going to go in with red and just a touch of white, but I want the pink, I want it to be darker than what we've got in there. Oh my gosh, Shawnee Day, I just missed. What do you call a pig that is sad? What do you call a pig that's sad? Okay, I'm just going in with a little bit of a darker pink. And just in spots that should be a little bit darker, I'm just going to start slobbing in some just a little bit of a darker color just to bring in a little more depth into him. And I'm doing this by just the same pink we were using before, but I'm just going to add a little bit more red to it to darken it up a touch. Okay? And I'm using a nice chunk of water on my paintbrush so that it kind of goes on a little bit translucenter. More translucent. What do you call a pig that is sad? A sad pig? Hey, that's a good one. Sad pig. You call him bacon. Ooh, that's respect. Justin, that's respect. Okay, ooh, that's a little dark. Maybe that shouldn't be there, Taylor. Maybe ignore that red spot I just put on there, you guys. I'm just gonna buff that in. Pete has entered the chat. There is a pig out there named Chris P, like Chris, middle name P, period, Bacon. Chris P. Bacon. It's kind of funny. But again, guys, with this color that I'm just doing here, we're just going in to some of the spots that should be a little bit darker. And I'm just adding a little bit more red to my pink just to have some value change in there. But again, some of you might want your pig to be just a solid, like a smooth color. I just, oh my gosh, what am I doing? That's pure pink. Pure red. Just when you look at the picture at the bottom, I just wanted to make it a little more like how I did him, how I make him a little more textured. Shanti Day is going to sleep. Hope I have a wonderful day. Thank you. Welcome to Caffeine. Thanks for choosing to hang out with us for so long. It's an honor. A groundhog? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sometimes my brain just forgets what we were talking about by the time I read a comment. What do you call a pig that's sad? I'm not plus 17 today, so sat on their A all day? Eating snacks, you call it a Kenzie. What do you call it? Or a Tay. Hey, I'll take it too. What do you call a pig with no legs? Guys, I love it. What? What do we call it? A groundhog. Oh! Gotcha now where the groundhog came from. A sausage roll. Oh no. Kenzie's literally a vegetarian, you guys, so that's what makes me laugh. She went with the sausage roll. So again, I'm just throwing in some colors in there just to add some more texture and fun, but again, no, not a necessary step. And then let's get some hoofs in here, okay? Alright, let's say it'll be a little darker over here too. Okay. Little cutie. Like, look how painterly it is when you get close. Like, I don't get why it doesn't show up from far away, but... Hoofs. So, let's just see if I can just make it... on here. What's green and smells like a piggy? I don't know. Kermit. That could be gross and good at the same time. Okay, so a hoof. Guys, I like that. I like that one. Realistically, a hoof just needs a line at the bottom because a hoof would just come pointed. So if your canvas is longer, you would bring your bean. Let's see, how can I show you that better? Let's see if this works on here quick. So this was your bean for your leg, right? So you'd want to cap it off. We'd draw a line down the middle. And then another line on top. Ooh, this looks... This doesn't look like what I'm trying to be painting, does it? One second. I'll just draw it down here for you. Just so I should have kept it plus 17 today. Okay. So if we imagine that this came to a full base, we want to draw a line down the middle. What did I just walk into? I know. I'm literally innocently just trying to paint some hoofs, I swear. And we are going to bring a line over top. This literally is what they're supposed to look like. And they are like hoofs, like it would be colored in. So then you would just lightly color in with a light brown. You would color in those spots. So they're a little bit darker. There's nothing innocent about me. I know, right? As I drew it. I know, you guys. I swear. Let's just pick a... This is a kids show. I can never put my show on not 17, ever. I just... We're just gonna... Oh my gosh, I didn't even set my Instagram up to show the pictures. We'll get it going. We'll see if that opens. Wow, sorry, where am I? We went off track for a second. Wow, and now my bottom is just going super fast. Sometimes it just likes to do that. It's crazy. Pig hoof. You guys, look at these. Where's my little... Where I want this show. You guys, look at that hoof. Is that not just a little pointed arrow at the bottom? Me. Oh my gosh. No. Okay, person who asked me about drawing the legs, please let me know how it went. If I led you astray and I sucked as a teacher. No, let's just go to... I'll close this for now. Okay. Now basically our background... I'm just going to color those hoofs in a little bit more. Why won't they color? Can you? Little hoof, little hoof. And then let's put a little white swipey on top of that, okay? Where's my white paint? Well, things usually go astray on my stream once or twice, don't they? Every stream. Is that sponge in the background? It's not, actually. I'm going to teach y'all how to do that. It does look like a sponge, though. A sponge actually probably would be easier. Who are we kidding? For your hoof at the bottom, if you colored black, again, just another white, like a swipe of a white highlight goes a long way. Now, that is really, all we have left is the background, unless y'all have more questions about your little piggies. But again, your background could be what other... No, yeah, I know what you're talking... Where's the original here? But it is, it does looks like sponge, hey? Let's see. You call that a great recovery day? You guys could see my, like, brain just, like, right as I drew the third line, I was like, oh, God, we've gone into the direction that we don't want to go. Kenzie has a question. What drink is the pig ordering at the bar? Oh, hey, look, that's a good call. It could be at a bar, not at a fence. At the start, I was like, he's just a piggy on a fence hanging out with the farmer. Joe Kaiser. Yo, yo, yo. Thank you. I mean, not thank you. Good to see you. I don't know why. Joe Kaiser, thank you, I say. That's okay that you didn't get here in the beginning. That's fine. I almost didn't get here in the beginning, you guys. I was almost late. It looks dope on caffeine because the original is right next to yours. Yeah, all right. Hey, look at that. And usually we're not doing like one of my original paintings, so that's cool. I'm gonna use this crappy. See what I meant before about how like brushes are crappy, but I know this brush has this. See how it has like a chunk on the side? How those bristles are stuck out? I like that. I take advantage of that. Most people throw out this paintbrush, but I hunt for this one all the time. Because it's going to give me cool, rough textures on there, okay? But you can use whatever. A big brush, I suggest, because we're just going to start slobbing some paint around, right? So you can use whatever color you want, but I'm going to use blue. And you want a good chunk of blue of water in your paint. But you don't want that chocolate milky consistency that we had at the start. You still want more paint than water. And you're just going to start like flailing some paint around, coming close to but not touching your little piggy, okay? And while you start throwing in some blue, now you're just going to dip your paintbrush in the pure white. See, I didn't clean my paintbrush. It still had blue paint on it, but now there's white on it, and I'm going to go in some of those spots, and we're just going to still smudge it around. Know what I'm saying? And again, coming close to, but not touching. You can touch your pig if you want, but if you want, touch your pig. But that's how I make that, like, chunky looking outline, is by just coming close to, with, like, a rough painterly edge. Completely ignore what I was talking about before about being conscious of your brush strokes. Now you want these brush strokes to be just loco, okay? You want them to go crazy. You want them to go around everywhere. Who cares? You kind of want this nice texture. Moderation enters the chat, me talking about touching your pig. You can touch your pig if you want. Kenzie, touching, what's that like again? I know, I can't even imagine. Every time Kenzie comes over, we give each other awkward hugs where we just hug each other and pretend. I mean, hug ourselves and pretend like you're hugging the other. Hello, J Glenn? J Glenn? I'm great, thank you. How can I not be? Look at this cute little pig we've just painted as a class. Cutie little piggy. Are we gonna look at them after? Look at the pigs? Well, yeah. I don't know how many people painted along today, but yes, we can. And you know what's actually kind of cool is I could also... Oh, you got... Justin and Kenzie painted along, you guys. Well, then obviously, yeah, we're going to share it with everyone. I can even go back and share the first time that we painted the pigs and show what everyone else's looked like then. I think we had a lot of people painting that time. It was before I started recording my paint nights so that I could post them on YouTube. It does look like Babe the Piggy. I think so. I think it's Babe. That was one of my favorite movies as a kid, you guys. I love... What's the name of that pig? I recognize her. Baram, You guys, you know what's so funny that you actually say that? Let's see if I can show you this quick without... I literally, on the bottom... Do you see on the bottom of my chair? It says, Ba, Ram, You. With ew. I wasn't kidding that Babe was one of my favorite movies. Ba, Ram, You. And then I have, like... Adventure is Out There, a quote from my like all-time favorite movie. Let's get come on, go over here. Get back into play there, little piggy. There we go. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Exactly. Have you showed the other paintings yet? They are due on Tuesday. Tuesday those paintings are done, so don't worry, I'll share those with all y'all. Tuesday. I guess, can you see any of them right now? My studio's a disaster right now. I'm waiting for the day I become TikTok famous. Oh, everyone else's pigs. Oh, don't worry. No, though I haven't showed everyone's pigs. I'm not sure how many people are drawing, but I'm gonna show them now. We'll go back there. I know, TikTok is crazy. I've had a couple videos go viral, but I just, like, don't have... time to have another platform. Maybe Kenzie, maybe can you be my... Do you want to run my TikTok for me? Do you want to make some cool content? Okay, let's see here. You use lots of brown and you ain't mad. Well, would you look at that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So cute. Okay, so nailed it. See what I mean by like, so if we didn't use the brown, they would be like cartoon pink, which isn't a problem. But like the brown brings it more like earthy, you know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, look at this new guy! So cute. So cute. Kenzie's! You guys, this is Kenzie's. Kenzie nailing it every time. Yeah, right! Justin! Justin killed it. You guys, Justin's an artiste. You didn't tell us you were painting along. I'm so proud. You guys. Summer of Games crossover. Justin. You guys, I'm proud of Justin. He's gonna take my job. The Quantum Pig version. Oh my god, it is better than mine. It truly is. It truly is. Justin won today, you guys. And look at his side-by-side up here like a jerk. Just to prove that it's better. Wow, guys. Bubsy, are you proud? Look at that. Check that out, though. I also get behind that petition. Wow, Justin, you killed it. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I know, you guys, he killed it. Like, who is this guy? Did you just, like, art direct it and get somebody to make it for you? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But literally, look at all these cute piggies today. They are all so cute. Nailed it. What we're gonna do here is go down. Oh, you're gonna see my friends kissing for a second. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Who is it? Oh, girl! Oh, I'm just making a mess over here. Okay, what was I doing here? Let's go to my profile and let's see if I can find that piggy. Let's see here. think I posted it on here, and then we can... No, I didn't! We'll get there, we'll get there. So that you guys can see. You'd show my painting, but it doesn't have any paint associated with it. Silly boy. Okay, let's go back to my profile. Come on, come on, come on. It's just gonna be like a journey away. Yeah, you're Justin. You're Justin did it. Okay, when do we do this pig? You're just coming on down the journey of all of my, or just one piece of my Instagram. I guess you can only see one page there. Where is that pig? Was this him here? Nope. See guys, I'm telling you, I've been doing paint nights for a long time. Can't find this little piggy. Okay, just kidding. I guess I'm just taking you down. Just taking down a trip down memory lane with no results. No pigs for you. Okay, well shoot. I thought I saw it the other day on here, but maybe I was wrong. My brain hurts going this fast through these. Justin has the sexiest pig, first in the class. Hey. That's... I did not even know he was drawing. I'm impressed. Yeah, okay, I can't find it. Well, sorry guys. I thought I was going to be able to share it for you with you, but I don't know where he went, so I guess not. Maybe I just made it a TikTok or something. I don't know. Anyway. Sorry about that. I thought I'd be able to show you guys Kenzie's cute little caught pig, but this was a quick one today, hey? We finished her off quicker than usual. I don't know, we can do some, like, I don't know, now I feel like, what do we do? And a Putin Uni because you had fun. Justin, thank you. Literally too many cuties. I truly thought that I had all of them in here, but now I'm sad that I don't have it accessible to show y'all. Yeah, maybe I'll just post it on my stories. That's weird. Let's just try TikTok quick. Because I know I saw the pig recently. Yeah, here we go. We'll be able to see it. Do we paint it the same or do we paint it different? Paint it a little different. That's what I mean by I'm an emotional artist, you guys. I don't know. I painted the same thing and painted it different. Do you think we'll see other people's pigs in it? Let's see. Oh, no! Darn. Well. That means 10 more? Oh my gosh. Tristan. You guys, I can't say it anymore. I'm just gonna bleed you dry. Oh, I got another one. We've got another. Let's check here quick as we got another one sent in. Oh, did I close my internet? I did. Okay, give it a second for give it a second for my internet to load up. I do have a couple. You guys, Rosie's pig. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Focus. So you can see how cute her little pig is. My camera doesn't want to focus. There was just some really good ones. Oh, those are the only two I shared. Darn! Oh, but when was that? My life's all over the place. Okay, well, sorry guys. They were cute. What I was doing was, somebody sent me another picture of another pig. Gotta share. With the clash. Oh no, but it's a disappearing message. So I'll show it on my phone. That's A-okay. Oh my gosh, there's another one. From today. Check out that little cutie! You guys all did so great. Tens, tens, tens across the board. Oh, and I missed. You guys, I missed an important one. She got to keep the hoofs PG. She drew them better than I could. Okay, where are we at? Look at this one. Look at her hooves. You nailed it. And I'm glad that you kept them PG. Sorry, guys, that I led you astray, but you nailed the hoofs. I'm just looking at the piece of paper behind here. I'm going to post it on my story because that's not PG. My story's not a PG place. That's so funny. If my story wasn't... If I made my live not... usually it's plus 17, so it's fine. But I'm supposed to be keeping it G today, and I took it astray. But nailed it. Love it. What a jolly little cutie. Exactly. Okay, it's our favorite part, you guys. It's time. It's thumbnail time. And we've got the whole gang here to art direct it. What should it be? Get a board or chair to lean over. Tape your nose. Okay, both of those have to happen. Okay, so I obviously have to tape my nose up. And then something to like lean over. I get that. Okay, let's see. Where did I put... I'm already laughing. Okay. Anybody that comes in right now is going to be like, what in tarnation? Okay, ready, guys? You're my camera, so... I mean, not my camera, my mirror. It's crooked. Okay, this is always my favorite part of paint nights. Not painting, just me making my timeline. Okay, my nose is really crooked, so which way do I have to go? This way. I can't do it. Of course I snorted. I snort laugh all the time, you guys. It's a problem. She even oinked. Okay. I need to look in a mirror to tape my nose up. Give me a second here, okay? Okay. Oh, Dad walks in. Oh no! It fell off already. Guys, my crooked nose can't handle it. Okay, wait. And then here's my thing. Oh, I gotta get the beer right back on. This hurts me. I do look like a Who. Oh my god, I could... If I was Cindy Lou Who... Wait, this way? This way. I'll gladly be Cindy Lou Who. My nose is too crooked, it won't go. It won't work. Those are much better than hoofs, I agree. Okay, ready, you guys? My nose doesn't look like it's up. Tilt it? This way? I'm just gonna sit on this box like this. This literally hurts my nose. Oh, my septum's just like peeling off. Oh my god, that's funny. It's just like makeup on this piece of tape. It's like when I took my lip up and it looks like my narrow smile. Just an Amazon box on the side. Here, let me bring him over a little bit more. Well, we tried today, you guys. My nose is too crooked and long to go good nose. Like, why can't I get it just like this? It's too crooked. My nose is just like red now. Will be my picture. Anyway, I'm sure there's something in there that I can screenshot. Oh, that's good. It's just me and Jay Beebs today. Painted the pig. Well, you guys, I'm sure I just lost like 30 viewers at the end there. Oh, my nose. What's the next painting? What do you guys want to paint? I don't know. What should we paint next? I'm not 100% sure. I'm just like... How did you get the white hairs? White space or white paint? Kind of a mixture of the two. So, if you see close up, so I painted the background last, so you can see that there's like just white spaces. But then there's also like white tufts as well. Oh, my nose. You know what's funny? An oxalot, Rosie's family wants to do an oxalot because they own them. They are really cute. Ashlyn's right. She did send me this super cute elephant and squirrel. It's just, I'm only torn on them because we already did an elephant and a squirrel. Oh my god, I just got so much blue all over my face. It's a day already. That's the only reason why I'm hesitant on them, but they are super cute, you're right. So maybe I'll try to like make like another animal with that style. Like I love their big eyes or whatever. Blue Man Group enters the chat. You guys can... Whew, anyway, well, today's crazy. A lizard, I've kind of wanted... I think I just blew myself. I think I'm looking for... What am I trying to say? A chameleon would be really cute. Right? Wouldn't a chameleon, like a colorful chameleon, be kind of cute? Let's just paint our thoughts. Yeah, let's do that. Justin Bieber? Should we do that instead? Just kidding. I had a list of what people had suggested. Oh my gosh. I'm spilling stuff. I know that if Cinderella was here, she wants us to do a chihuahua, which would be fun. Chihuahua. Buddha, owl, fox, fish, sailboat, Vespa, palm tree, pineapple, unicorn, donkey. Oh, a donkey could be cute. My cousin would die if we painted a donkey. She loves donkeys. Tay-Rex, but we're saving Tay-Rex, right, Stace? We're saving that for Adam's birthday. A dolphin. A Dobby. Dobby's on the list too, actually. Okay, Dobby is basically Baby Yoda. Who are we kidding, hey? And Gizmo. I did Baby Yoda and Gizmo, and when I was doing Gizmo, I'm like, this is basically Baby Yoda. And then I feel like it would also translate to Dobby, too. Dobby on the list, though, for sure. Dobby's a great idea. My mother chihuahua died after 20 years, so that would be cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that would be... Okay, well, I'll put an underline under chihuahua then, too, because then there's a couple of chihuahuas. Painted nude Justin Bieber hugging tightly a clothed Justin Bieber. That's, like, basically happening on my shirt as we speak. Wait, what did I just say here? Dobby. Dobby's a good one, too. Take that back. Are you talking about how I said Gizmo was basically that? Gizmo is on the list. We did a moose. Boba Fett is on the list, because I think we could do a Boba Fett, but what would that guy, what would that name be? I actually think I was planning on doing a dolphin next week. I found a good picture of one. Oh, I just got a message saying she'd die if we did Dobby. Okay, so that I might have to find a good picture of him to see. Again, like, I don't want to lead you guys astray, so like if it's too hard and I don't know how to teach it good, then I'd have to find like a good picture. That's the only problem. Something that doesn't include hoofs. Touche. Oh, Daryl, thank you for the props. You bought me lunch yesterday. You shouldn't be giving me no props. Okay, I did just find... Like, look at that! Like, we could probably do something like that. For a dolphin? Would you guys want to do that, too? Something like that? These are the two that I found. That I thought maybe we could do. Because I have had a dolphin requested more than once. Again, neither of those are my original paintings. That I'd have to find the artist to give him credit. But... I just thought that would be something kind of cool. Why can't I figure it out with the cameras? Right? Lisa Frank's out? Or we could do a Lisa Frank dolphin. Let's see. Something that doesn't include hoofs. That was funny how that happened today. Sorry to all the children. Oh my god, the first thing that comes up when you search Lisa Frank dolphins. Check that out. We did go out for Japanese food later. Kenzie was there too. Tokyo Street Market. You guys, if you're in Calgary, go to Tokyo Street Market. Oh my gosh. The food was amazing. It's so cheap. Like, too cheap. No, of course you fed me enough for lunch. I actually ate those leftovers. I ate the leftovers for my dinner later. Because Japanese food was my lunch, if you think about it. And you were my breakfast, I guess, hey? Yeah, I just ate Asian food all day yesterday, and it was the best day. Had ramen for breakfast today. Just kidding, I actually haven't ate anything yet. I woke up at 6, and now I gotta go. It's time for me to go eat breakfast. So, everybody. Oh, Shanty's back right as we're leaving. You didn't go to sleep? I thought you were asleep. Thanks for coming back at the end here. Here's our cutie little piggy that we accomplished today. How about a sea cucumber? DJ, you sly guy, you. Just kidding, I didn't mean to say, I keep, like, gendering people. I don't know if you are or not. Somebody has to bring Paige back. There's and now I find out a man whose username was Paige, and when I think Paige, I think girl. So every time that they talked, I acknowledged them as a girl, and then they tried to tell me that they were a boy. And I didn't pick up what he was laying down. And now he's never come back since that day. So somebody holler at Paige. Tell him I know he's a boy. He's a real boy. Okay, maybe a swan. Oh, I can add swan to the list too. Swan would be quite similar to the flamingo, but that could kind of be cool. Swan. Nice. Okay, guys. Stop looking at me, Swan. Exactly. Okay, I'm just, wasting time now, just rambling, talking about nothing. So, can you add a pumpkin to the list? We've done a pumpkin before. Did I videotape it? Yeah, I can add pumpkin to the list. That's a fun paint night for everyone. It's not, that's a fun one. Kinsey, we will for sure do a Halloween one again. Exactly. It would be a year. That's what I was saying earlier, that like, oh, on Halloween was like kind of when I started doing paint nights originally. So realistically, it would be a year of me doing weekly paint nights. Excuse me? That's crazy. That is crazy. And a random draw paint night? Oh, random draw, like we put up all the things in a hat and we pick. Yeah, that's a good idea too. And we can do a stream where we do the pick for that. Don't worry, guys. I'll be streaming a lot more after. I love streaming. It's just been crazy with work. But like I said, My children's book is due on Monday, and my huge paintings for that apartment are due on Tuesday, and then I can breathe a little bit before I have to go back into it again. Do old paints that I didn't like too much, like old paint nights, or like old paintings. And you'll do it? Hey, 100%. We can make that happen. I'm trying to think of like what paintings do I hate. And we'll make it happen. It's midnight in your town. Well, it's 10 in my town. Oh, and my computers are dying. Look, it's a perfect time for me to skedaddle. Okay, guys, don't worry. You stay tuned in September. I'll be coming at you a lot more. I appreciate all y'all hanging out with me always, you regulars and you newbies. We had some new folks today. Gotta love it. And I'm glad that you like this cute pig. Okay? Because I like him too. YouTube video will be up by the morning, and we'll catch you for sure next Thursday, 8 p.m. We'll be painting one of those few things. Probably that dolphin, I won't lie to you. It's been in my head for a bit, so we will probably be doing a dolphin next week. But know that every Sunday I update my caffeine bio down below here, and my Instagram, I will always post what is on the schedule. Every Sunday. Sunday is my scheduled day. So you'll find me. Up until then, I'm on Instagram every day. You'll find me there, Taytayski. What else? What are my other things? YouTube, Etsy, Instagram, caffeine. My website is now taytayski.com. Oh, we've got mugs. I haven't talked about the mugs. If you guys, let me see. Oh, that's not the right mug. This one. I've got some mugs up for pre-order. Check out that little chappy with a nice cutie colored mug up on my website, taytayski.com. A new product that I just launched, and they're great. These go in the dishwasher, they go in the microwave. This has been in the dishwasher like 3 times, and it's perfect. So they're great quality. This is Robot Police Officer Guy Friendly. Anyway, okay, I said bye for like 3 hours. Okay, you guys, love you, thank you. Catch ya on the flip side. Don't go. I'm sorry, Shanty, I gotta go to work. But thanks for coming back. You gotta go to bed, don't you? We're just keeping you up over here. Okay, you guys, talk to you later. See you on Thursday or on Instagram. Bye-bye. Thanks for all the props and treating me so nicely always.